Hi, I'm Grace Baroni, and welcome to Conversations with the ERC5. Today, I am so delighted to have with us Corinne Sawyer and Rob Chateauneuf from Monson Savings Bank. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
It's great to have you with us. I thought maybe we could get started. Corinne, you could go first and introduce yourself and tell us about your role at Monson Savings, and then Rob could follow, and then we'll talk about Monson Savings Bank. But let's hear all about you guys.
Sounds great. I have been with Monson Savings Bank for 22 years in the role of business development and municipal banking. And I have a team, and we work very closely with the commercial lenders, the branches, to service not only those business customers for all their banking needs, but also the municipalities for any accounts and services that they may need throughout the area. And service is what we're all about.
It certainly is. You guys are awesome. Rob?
So, yeah, I've been with the bank since 2012 in commercial lending. I manage an awesome team of 10 individuals, lenders, servicers, operations staff. And again, you know, we take care of all businesses of all sizes, and just happy to be here supporting the community.
You know, you both use the word team, and that's what I love about Monson Savings Bank. It truly does always feel like you're working with this great team, and everybody is there supporting one another. It's a fantastic culture.
And that's so true, Grace. And that's the support that Rob and we get from everyone, whether it's our president, our back office people that need to complete important things for us and our customers, or the branches. They're, you know, and we are a team, and that's what we all feel has led to the kind of success that we've had.
Yeah, and I think also, you know, to springboard on that, our bank, it doesn't, I mean, we refer between different departments. We always say we don't have any silos, which basically means, you know, we hear that some other institutions, they may work in individual teams, maybe not talk and communicate with each other. But we feel that communication is key, and that really helps us work together. And really, at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, providing the customer with the service.
Right. And you go above and beyond.
Your
customers love you.
All the time.
And I think you're phenomenal. It's always a pleasure to be able to team up with Monson, because, again, it's that camaraderie and that team spirit where let's just get it done, and everyone's there uplifting one another. I love that about you guys.
We do
kudos.
too. It makes all of our lives easier, and I think I know it makes customers happier.
Happy. And that's what it's all about. So I have a question, because what I'm learning is there's different types of banks. So tell me about, because you're a community bank. So what does that mean, a community bank? How is that different from some of the others?
I mean, I think for the last 150 years, the focus has been on community. The bank itself, it's grown organically. We've never had a merger. We've never done anything like that. We've always focused on giving back to the community in terms of a percentage of earnings and supporting the local nonprofits, and partnering with community leaders to make sure that Western Massachusetts and the greater Springfield area thrives.
And I love that.
Yes, and it's where we all live and work, and we're supporting ourselves, our children's teams when we're sponsoring and donating. You know, it's where we are, and we're committed to it.
Yeah, we live here. You know,
and that is so important, because we talk all the time about living and shopping local, and that's what we also need to look at our businesses in our community and how they support us, because your success, you give back so much. You do such wonderful things. recently I think it was the Shriners, and I was like, oh, that's so wonderful, because I benefited. My granddaughter did when we needed their assistance, and the links to library. Like I could go on, and I'll let you share. But you are always out there looking to support the community, and you look beyond. You look to Western Mass, and that's something we all need to look at. 5 towns are fabulous. We create this great Western Mass. It's all about us. But we also have to engage with our other communities, because it's much larger than that. And we all need to support each other. And I think you do a phenomenal job of that.
Well, we're in the towns, and we just want to be a part of it. And it comes easily, and whether it's, like you're saying, the little leagues, scholarships, donations, nonprofits. There's so many, large and small, that are so valuable. And, it's the banks that they come to so often, but we've seen with various things that you and I have worked on for scholarships that those bigger banks aren't there. They're not part of this. And I think that's what is valuable to people to realize too, that I'm banking with this bank, but this bank is also giving back to my community in so many ways, because that's certainly not the case with the bigger banks.
Oh, and Grace, you said it earlier, do business local, bank local.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the banks keep the money in the local community. And like Corinne had mentioned, that's where we donate. We donate to local nonprofits. Right. We donate the volunteer time that our employees put in. I mean, we're talking.
That's another thing. You've done some fabulous. Share some of those with us, because you've done great volunteer work out in the community. And I've seen Dan out there. Was he like on a baseball team recently?
Yes,
Something like that. It's like, that is so awesome.
I know with our 150th in 22, we donated $150,000 to local nonprofits.
Wow.
We built bikes for children that otherwise would never have bikes. We supported 130 organizations and 1,600
volunteer
hours. And that's a staff of under 100, but it matters to us, and we're out there doing it.
We are, and we have fun doing it too.
Yes,
and I'm sure, and because we hear this all the time, when people see Monson Savings at an event, it's not just 1 or 2 people. We come out in droves.
You do. You come out and you support.
That's it. In our officer meetings and our staff meetings, we talk about the importance of doing that. Because, let's face it, everyone in Pioneer Valley, everyone in Western Massachusetts, if you want to make it better or keep it as good as it is, everyone's got to support. So, and that message is basically communicated from the top down at the bank.
And it reflects.
Yes.
I think another point on this local is that our board is local. Our board are business owners, professionals in this area. So when people are coming to us for residential mortgages, for commercial loans, whether it's to buy a small piece of landscaping equipment or whether it's a $3 or $5 million loan or more, those decisions are made quickly, and they're made by local people who know the business and understand the area. And that's such an advantage.
It is. It really is. It helps us not only make the decision quick, but it also empowers us to actually be able to make the decision. We don't have to go ask somebody else in another state for approval or something like that. It's done. If Corinne and I are out meeting with a customer and they have a question, we give them the answer right then and there. And we know that we have the support of our president and the board. So it's
decisions
working for other
are made
banks.
Locally.
They are.
By people who have a good pulse on what's happening versus those decisions being made by someone who doesn't live in Western Mass and doesn't understand the business. Every community, every area has their own challenges, and it's good to know that decisions are being made by people who are familiar with what we experience here
and care about what's happening locally. So, no, that's great. Good
and
point.
Are committed.
Yes.
Because that's so important. And I think that's what sets Monson Savings Bank apart from others. I just think that always comes shining through, that commitment to the community.
Yeah, we like to think so,
nice.
and I think our entire staff feels the same way, which I'm super proud of. You know, I can honestly say, you know, I wake up every day, go to work, can't wait to go to work because good things are going to happen, and you know, when I come home at night, I feel good about what we did, and you know, and we hear it from the customers. You know, we try to make them happy no matter what, and you know, again, we've been here for 150 years. The plan is to be here for a lot longer than Corinne and I will be here for. So.
Another 150
Another
plus.
150 plus. Let's go.
We'll let the next generation deal with the 300th celebration. But I just want to share one thing before I ask you how our viewers can get in touch with you. To your point, when you had that 150th celebration, you were very kind and included me in your events, and I went out and posted something, and someone posted how that was their bank and they so enjoyed banking with you. And then, so this was all going on and I wasn't aware of it. And all of a sudden my phone is ringing and I pick up the phone. I'm like, what's going on? Because I was surprised to be hearing from the person. She goes, you're not going to believe this. You posted something. And I said I liked Monson Savings and that they were our bank. And do you realize they contacted me and they heard from Dan, or they received a message, and she was like beyond herself. She was like, that was so nice. And that's how I always think of you guys. You always go above and beyond to make that personal connection where the customer, the business owner just feels special, like you're looking out for them. So thank you for doing that for the community. We greatly appreciate it. So for our viewers at home who want to get in touch with you, they want to learn more, what's the best way for them to do that?
Website?
The website has both of our contact information, direct phone numbers. You know, it's probably the easiest way to do it.
So monsonsavings.bank. Everyone's there. We have a list of all of our officers, all of our branches. You know, if you need our personal cell phones, once you call us, we'll give them to you.
That can be arranged.
We get text messages all the time. You know, again, the personal touch. It's all about the personal touch.
It's always there.
So.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate you making time to be with us today. This was great.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Happy
It was
to
a
be
pleasure.
here.
All right.
And thank you to our viewers for watching today's episode. If you would like to be the next guest on Conversations with the ERC5, please go to our website and you can sign up there and you'll be the next guest here at Stonegate Studios in Wilbraham. Thank you.